Okay, I'm here now with Mona and Shahina from ICNA. Say that again. What does that stand for?
Islamic Circle of North America.
Okay, so you and I, or the three of us, met, I don't know, back in the spring at Island Middle School on a
Yes.
Sunday afternoon where you
Somewhere
guys...
in the summer,
Yeah,
yes.
you rent the whole hall and you have your school and you have all kinds of great things going on, and you told me you wanted to get involved with trees and planting trees.
Yes.
So here we are on National Public Lands Day and everything came together. What do you think?
We are very thankful of you. You guys consider about your request and you help us for this. And this is planting is very most important in Islam. That's why we try to engage our kids and our community in it. Shaina, would you like to say anything for about
Sure. It's, it's our belief that always plant a tree to help the community. So, of course, we wanted to take part in that. And thanks to you and your township for accommodating us for this. And then Tom reached out to us and, offered at this place. And we are really, really thankful. We really appreciate it that you gave us the opportunity to come and dig the holes with you and plant the trees. And, in future, we will also like to help you with that
Yes.
too.
Yes.
Sure.
We would like to do something in future too. So with your
Well,
help.
you said me a lot of times. I didn't do anything. You said plant the trees with me. I didn't plant the trees.
You contact me.
No, we communicated. I helped set it up, but then I turned it over to that guy over there, Tom Flynn, and Carolyn Ehrlich, who oversees our sustainable efforts, and they really put this whole thing together. Let me ask Tom to come over
No,
a minute.
really.
You give us the signal. Okay.
Thanks. Thank you.
And let me ask Carol to come in too.
Yeah, I really appreciate, Tom helped me a lot to understand everything. He helped me through, we have been communicating and talking to each other for past 3 weeks, I think, back and forth. So he really, really helped us understand and, with this project
I
too.
I have to go to
Yeah.
Oh, this is for what?
check for
This
the
is
plans.
for the,
Oh, really? You're paying for them too?
yeah.
Oh, I love these people. Tom, tell me about, this is a really fun effort. I've known the people in this community for such a long time. I got Ozair Omarzai on speed dial, for crying out loud. We're always talking to each other. And when they reached out and said, we want to help, what a great group. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. And thank you for everyone for coming. It's just been a pleasure to work with everyone. And, this is just a great site to just, give back on National Public Lands Day. The trees are beautiful. They're nice and mature. They're all native. They're perfect for the soil type. We're right by a creek, so they're going to do great. And we're just excited. So thank you so much.
And Carol, you remember, I'm trying to find the details of this site, but this was supposed to be developed into apartments.
It was, and what we did was we knew this was not a good place to put apartments, so because the creek is right there. It was actually a horrible place. So we bought the rights from the developer to make it public property and to preserve this property. So it's been really fantastic. And every National Public Lands Day, we come out here and we plant more. And I just want to thank everybody. Public Lands Day, it is an event that goes all over the country. And you are now participating along with people in all 50 states, working on our public lands, volunteering, and making sure it's a beautiful, healthy world. So thank you for being a part of this. And you're locked in now.
Well, actually, all 50 states are not working. Some are still sleeping. We're the ones up early and working early.
So next time we having a plan to come with our kids, but there is no parking spots. So there's so many kids not here with us. So hopefully
okay, we'll have
we
to
are
work
very
it
hopeful
out.
to do something in the park. Like
Yeah,
the park is close
we
from
can
here,
find
so
something.
Yes.
Well,
Place.
Merrill Park's owned by the
Okay,
county.
it's a good
No,
place.
no.
Good place with
We
the
want
kids.
something owned by the town.
Yeah.
We want to do the picnic there. We want to do the planting there. So with our kids, especially the kids.
Yeah,
We
that's
want
great
to
for the kids,
We will
yes.
find the right spot, believe me.
Right spot.
So thank you all very much. Ozair, you want to say anything? Come on up.
No, I'm good.
You're good. All right. How about we got the ladies around the tree. Let's get everybody around the tree and get some pictures here. Island Library and the Garden for the Blind with the head of the Garden Club, Angelica Hewer. And we're just joined also by Monica Eppinger, who's the head of the Woodbridge Library System, and Councilwoman Sharon McAuliffe. So let me start with you, Ange. You get a lot of attention here.
Well, we certainly do, and we really appreciate it all. This garden's been in effect for probably close to 50 years,
I was going to
guess.
say
I think
it probably
something like
goes
that,
back to
yeah.
about the 70s.
Early
late
70s, late 60s. It was
Oh,
started.
that long, okay.
It was started by, at that time, the Island Lions Club.
Okay.
And then they started the garden club around that time, and they got in work. And it was just a small area up here with the wall, which has been replaced a few times because people run into it. And it kind of just expanded over the years. And as you can see, it now goes all the way down to the street. It's a lot of work, but we have a lot of help with a lot of volunteers and our friends at the Woodbridge Public Library who sponsor us, and they help us a lot. And also, because of your help, we get a lot of volunteers also, we never even dreamed of a few years ago. Normally we would have the Island Middle School here, but there was a conflict in getting things ready this year, so they had to cancel on us, much to their disappointment and
Well,
our
they'll be back.
disappointment.
They're
But they'll
always
be
here,
back
yeah.
because they're so much fun to have. And as you can see, these are all Garden Club members, and they come and they work very hard to keep this place in good shape. And I noticed when the pandemic started, or one of our goals is we want to make a place of beauty and refuge for the township. And when the pandemic started, we really found out we achieved it because so many people came through here and said it just gave them peace to walk through there. That in that terrible time we went through back in, especially in 2020, they said they found peace here, and that made us feel good.
Now let's go to Monica now, the head of the library. You're practicing what you preach. You're out here with chairs and you're digging. Your husband's over there knocking stuff down and pulling stuff out and cleaning stuff up. Tell me what you think about this effort.
The garden looks more beautiful than it has since I started working here. The Garden Club continues to do a fantastic job, and it's a pleasure to be out here with them. What a great day to be out. I encourage everybody to come out and garden today.
So here's an important question. Can we beat Iowa today?
We better.
I'm just noticing the big red
We're on a
R on
streak.
our sweatshirt there. We're home and we're undefeated,
Yeah.
and I think we're in good shape.
Looking good. Yep.
And Sharon, let me ask you to say a few words about this. This is not technically your ward, but being a council person, you see all the great things this group does.
This is so beautiful. This is great. You can come here and there's Braille that will tell you all about the different types of vegetation that's in this area here where the wall is. There's a nice little walkway with a monument over there that gives some more information. This is gorgeous. How nice. All these people are coming out, dedicating their time to make something where you can come, sit, read, be peaceful, and just look at all the beautiful vegetation and flowers that are here.
And of course, Ange, I always mention Gene Henkel, whose son I went to grammar school and high school with. So I grew up in Menlo Park Terrace, so like half the time I'd be at the Island Library, the other half the time I'd be at the Forge Library. We're kind of halfway in between. But I remember way back, I didn't know what the Garden for the Blind was. I never was here. I never paid a whole lot of attention to it growing up. But I knew my friend Glenn Henkel's mother, Jean, was very active in it, if not the president of it. I don't remember.
Jean was president for
She
quite
was,
a while.
okay.
Matter of fact, it's through Jean that I actually became a member, and I kept saying, I don't know why you want me. I have no clue what to do about
Because
gardening.
she saw into the future.
Yeah.
And because she
She
knew
was a-
someday that when she passed, she wanted to leave this to an individual who would keep it going. So she knew what the heck she was doing.
Yeah, Jean was a great person. She's missed.
And everybody here, so behind us, all these people working are members of
These
the
are all
garden.
members of the garden club.
Okay, that's great.
And they all showed up bright and early this morning. And as you can see, this time of year, one gets really overwhelmed with everything that's been growing. In spite of the drought we had this year, the garden, we've lost. It looks like we've lost some things and stuff like that. But like as I said,
It's
it
okay.
can be replaced. It will be replaced. But they're always ready, willing, and able to come and help out. And
Tell them how often they meet. And
that's right. The Garden Club meets the second Tuesday of every month from June through September.
Right here at the library?
At the library here at Island Branch Library. And we meet from 6:45 to 8:45. And we have different speakers. Sometimes we'll do a craft. So whatever. Unfortunately, the woman who handles all that, the expert on that, she's going to be showing up a little bit later. She does a great job, Maddie. Does a great job to get programs and stuff.
Programs we have at the garden club. Some of
Really?
the best.
So if somebody wanted to join, what do they do?
Just come to one of the meetings, and we are on Facebook. You can get information from that.
What's it
And,
called? Just Garden for the Blind?
no, it's Woodbridge Garden Club.
Oh, Woodbridge Garden Club, okay.
And welcome to come to a meeting and see what we're up to. We're not a big group, but we have a fun time and a good time.
And you do great things because, as you said, this is a terrific place. Not many people know about it. Maybe more will every time we do
Right.
something to publicize it. But you've done wonderful work for the community.
Thank you. And one of our members, Magda, she's the expert on all the flowers. She plants
met
them
her
all.
last time. I remember that, yeah.
And she,
Thank George Brew, too.
yeah, and she does a lot of work with trying to get the kids in the library involved and stuff like that. And of course, thanks to our Parks Department, George Brew and Bobby Higgins and that whole group. Normally they're here. I don't know what happened. They were supposed to.
There's 7, 8 different places.
I know, they've been
today.
driving around
They're
and,
bouncing around, yeah.
Things
We haven't run into them yet. We saw
Yeah.
one guy over at the last stop from Public
Yeah,
Works.
one fellow was here and he dropped off some tools and stuff for us. And normally they would be here too, but I think there's just too much to have to be done. They come also, when we're not working in the garden. If I just need something that might need to be done, I just give Bobby a call, and
Right.
within a day or so, they're here and they help us
So,
with
Monica,
it.
even though we're technically and legally separate from the township, we're not. Operationally, we're not. You come to our staff meetings every Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock. You participate with all the directors. You tell us what you need. We get it for you. You tell us what's going on. We help publicize it. We value the library system, and you've done a wonderful job since you've been here. So I got to tell you the story. So, when you interview people, they say very quick whether you want to hire them or not. So Monica is sitting in the waiting room outside the mayor's office, and I'm supposed to interview her. Not that I have to, but the board hires her, but they wanted to, let her meet the mayor. So I come out, I shake her hand, she stands up, says hello, and I'm telling you, at that moment, I said, we're hiring her. I hadn't even said anything more than hello, and then we went into my office and had a talk. But they say you had me at hello. She had me at hello. She didn't even get out of the lobby into my office before I made my mind up. I'm going to say yes when it comes to what do you think, Mr. Mayor? I said yes. And instantly, I knew we were hiring Monica Eppinger. So that's a cool story.
And another
right?
thank you.
You were probably there later on.
Yeah.
You probably joined Carol Ehrlich, my chief of staff, probably joined the interview. But we knew right away. But you've done a great job, Angie. Thanks very much for all your effort.
And we want to thank you also, because a few years ago, before Monica came on board and stuff, the Garden Club was thinking about disbanding because all of a sudden all these things happen, and the mayor stepped in, and one big problem that we were having, he resolved for us. They want that we continued to be meeting here, and then of course Monica came, and from that time things have been going very well for our club. And I have to say, like when I meet with other garden clubs throughout the state occasionally, and I tell them what we're able to do here, they all say, "Boy, you guys are lucky."
I love to hear that.
And I do pass on that information because we are lucky, and
It's great to be able to help.
And not only that, when the pandemic started, Monica's the people over at the Woodbridge Main Library, how they've helped us learn how to do Zoom and all kinds of stuff. I mean,
Good stuff.
these are all things that if we didn't have them to help us, we wouldn't have had meetings. We were able to continue with our meetings practically through the whole pandemic, even if they were just Zoom meetings.
Well, keep up the good work. We
Okay.
appreciate it. Thanks very much for letting
Thank
us
you.
interview you. Thanks, Monica. Thanks, Sharon. We'll be
Okay.
back with the rest of
Thanks for stopping
National
by.
Public Lands Day.
Do I get to keep this?
No.
No. Oh, well.
Okay, we're now at Kennedy Park School at the Rain Garden, and I'm joined by Mita and a whole bunch of, I guess, new friends because they're all from different areas or whatever, and they're not an organized group. First thing I said is, who are you? And they are nobody. They're no entity. They're all here.
They're everybody.
They're everybody. Yeah, because I guess they each wanted to volunteer. They all were sent here, and I'm with Mita. She's got the microphone first, and she started talking the most, so I said, you're going on TV. So tell me, how did you yourself and any family member you have here, would you do? You called the rec department? Where did you see the advertisement?
So we received an email about a week ago, a couple of weeks ago, from Eileen Caggiano, and I
Who
spoke
works
to
for the
my
rec department?
yes, and I spoke to my husband. I said they're looking for volunteers. Let's do it. And it's a great day. It's a beautiful day. So I got my husband and my kids involved, and I'm signing you guys up, and we're gonna go and do this.
So why did you get an
So-
email from the rec department?
I don't know. I guess we volunteered before.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
not
that's
sure.
what I'm
So
driving
they
at,
must
yeah.
have my email address.
All right.
But it came to us, and I'm like, let's do it. It's a great cause, so why not?
Okay, how about you, sir? Are you the husband?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How about you? You're the son?
Yes.
You're the daughter?
No.
No, you're separate?
Yeah.
Why are you here? Oh, you're the Honor Society student.
Yeah.
Give her the microphone. What's your name?
Isabella,
Isabella. Where do you go to school?
Colonia Middle School.
Okay, how's that working out?
Wonderful.
What grade?
8th.
All right. You ready for high school next year?
No.
No, I don't blame you. So what makes you come here?
My mother forced me to come.
Oh! That you're not supposed.
But the mom is not here.
The mom's not here.
not here.
No.
So mom just dropped you off, kicked you out of the car, and said she's
Yeah.
going shopping, and you're here.
Yep.
But don't you feel good now that you're here?
Yeah.
What are you specifically doing? What's your job?
Pulling out weeds.
All right. Did you ever think you'd go to middle school and your big Saturday in September would be pulling weeds?
No.
What are you going to be when you grow up?
I don't know yet.
Good. No rush. All right. How about you, young lady?
Hi,
Step in front here.
I'm here with my daughter
Okay.
and
Oh,
the
wow.
husband,
Wow.
and he just went and did a glove
You look like
run.
sisters.
But we were here because we received a communication from the Woodbridge News. We saw the call to action to come and volunteer,
Oh, wow. That's
and we
cool.
said, "Let's get involved."
Wow, that's cool. And where do you go to school?
Colonia Middle School.
Also, okay. And what do you want to be when you grow up?
A model.
All right. You got a good start. You got a good start. And how do you feel being out here today with people you never met before, but working together and having fun?
It's interesting. I like to get involved, but like people, I don't know. I like people, but like I don't like to talk to people.
She's a little shy.
Shy?
Give her.
Well, you're doing okay. You're doing okay. How about you, young lady? What are you doing here? Here, why don't you take the microphone? Turn around.
I came with
around.
my sister to do this because I thought it would be really fun, and it is really fun.
Oh, wow, cool. Where's your sister?
Right over there.
Oh, that's your sister. Oh, wow. She's in the Honor Society. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. What's your name?
Alyssa,
Where do you go to school?
Penn Ave, School 27.
27. Okay, you got a new principal, right?
Mr. Hugemeyer.
Hugelmeyer, right? He came over from Avenel Middle School. How's he working out so far?
He's doing really good.
Good. It's only been a couple weeks and you know the principal. That's good. All right. And what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a veterinarian, a carpenter, or a first grade teacher.
Oh, that's a pretty diverse list of things there. Veterinarian. A lot of kids want to be a veterinarian or a carpenter. That's not a normal thing for a little girl to say.
My dad, he's a carpenter, and I help him do stuff, and I really like building with him. So I'm like, maybe when I grow up, I could do that and be a carpenter.
Cool. That's a good idea. All right. Let's take it over here. How about you? Tell me your name and what you're doing here. From where?
I'm Anj from Colonia High School.
Okay. And
I came here to get volunteer hours to join Honor Society.
How did you know about this event specifically?
My dad got an email to
Oh,
volunteer.
okay. Boy,
so-
we have a good email system. And how about you, young lady?
I'm his sister.
You're his sister, all right?
I came to get volunteer hours too.
Okay, okay. What's it like working with your brother? Don't you see enough of him during the week?
I mean, it's fine.
That's fine. All right, this is Councilwoman Sharon McAuliffe, and what a diverse group of people. And now, have you never met them? You never met them. You never met them.
We're all new to each other.
You're all out here getting together and working on this, which is great. Isn't it wonderful?
This is great how everyone's working together. You never met each other before, and you're working together as a team to make this rain garden look beautiful after you pull all the weeds out. And the rain garden is so important for the environment. Does everyone understand what the rain garden does?
No.
I'll bet the National Honor Society kids do. Do
Well,
you? No? All right, go ahead.
The Chief of Staff, Carolyn Ehrlich, is very involved in the rain garden program in the Township of Woodbridge. So I'm going to let her explain
Yeah,
to
let's do
everybody
that.
what
Here.
the rain garden is about.
Yeah, tell us what they do and tell us how many we have and where they are, if you remember.
Rain gardens.
Look that way.
Oh, of course. Rain gardens are a part of our green infrastructure program. And the reason we have that, because you might not believe it, but these gardens stop flooding. Because the water, there's a point somewhere where the water drains into there instead of draining down the sidewalk or across the grass over there, and it keeps from flooding. So it's very, very important, and it's great that you're doing this because we plant these rain gardens, but somebody has to maintain them, or they just don't last. And so we really, really appreciate that you've taken on this really important job, and they look good. They're thriving. So
They really
thank
do.
you
They
very
really do
much.
look good.
Yeah. And there's one over here. There are two in this site, and you'll see. Hopefully, if there's another storm, there should be less flooding over here and in the neighborhood.
And do you know, young lady, what else the rain gardens do?
No.
They keep away elephants. Yeah, they keep away elephants. You don't see any elephants here, do you?
Well,
That means they must be working.
because they don't live here. They live inside the zoo.
Oh. Just what
Silly mayor.
Just what I needed, a smart little kid. Anyway, well, listen, I think this is like the epitome of what Woodbridge is about.
This is.
I just love this. The fact that people are all coming together. Got a bunch of shy guys over here that don't want to be on TV, so
Yeah.
they send their wives and their kids up to take that. Thank you all. Seriously, thank you all. I hope you had a good experience, and keep in mind, what this means to the town and what this means to the environment as you move on in your school years and your studies. And good luck with modeling. All
And we'll
right,
see
thanks
you
for
back
watching.
here next Public
Yeah, we'll
Lands
see you
Day.
next year. You'll have a contract by then. You'll probably demand an appearance fee.
You have to let us know.
Yeah, tell us.
The first time you
Just
get a
remember,
modeling.
You got your start on TV with the mayor. So I'd like 5%, maybe 10%. All right, we'll do it. See, that's a contract. That's an oral contract. Thanks for watching, folks. This was fun. Okay, we're here now on National Public Lands Day, and we're at Shaughnessy Park in Colonia, where the American Irish Association of Woodbridge has adopted this great park. It's absolutely beautiful right now, and they've done a terrific job. I'm with Dan Harris, who has organized this event for many, many years. On behalf of the club, he's on the Woodbridge Board of Education, has been doing that for many, many years. And Sharon and Carol, you've been watching me interview all these kids and do all these talks. Why don't you start asking Dan questions? And Carol, you can go next. Here.
So, Dan, tell me, how long have you been doing this here?
Probably about 10 years. Charlie Shaughnessy I met years ago, maybe 12, 13 years ago when I first got involved after graduating college. Unfortunately, within a couple of years, Charlie had passed away. Partnered up with a guy, Mark Scott. He and I had started with Charlie, and then Mark has since moved, and now Ed McSherry and I with the American Irish Association have sort of co-manage this event. We do it twice a year. This is our 34th annual year.
Wow.
So yeah. So Charlie started it. Charlie, the credit goes to Charlie and his family.
Okay, Carol.
Okay, so there's a great turnout
Yes.
with the Irish Club.
Yes.
But you have all kinds of other groups
That's
here.
right.
What are those groups?
That's right. So we have the Boy Scouts, the Cub Scouts. Haven't seen any Girl Scouts this morning, but they
Give
may
them
be
time. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Many students from JFK High School and Colonial High School are here. And then off on New Dover Road, painting a bridge is St. John Vianney.
Going on?
Yeah,
I drove by there.
that's correct.
Right.
That's correct. Lou
I said-
Garbarini had brought that
I
up.
said they look like they're with the effort, but I said, what are they doing? Because they're up high and the water in the stream is down low. I said, now it explains everything.
Yeah,
They're painting.
that's right. That's right. Yeah, so Tom Cunningham from St. John Vianney reached out to me. He saw the flyer in the Colonial Corner and said, how could we help? And since he had a group of 9, I said, you know what? I'm going to stick you over there and put you to work. So Public Works was very helpful in providing the paint and the brushes for us, and they're out there working.
So what exactly are they doing? I saw some young people trying to weed. Trying being the word.
Yeah, right. So annually, we put the Cub Scouts to spread out the wood mulch here. I have some of the older students and their parents trying to pull out these heavy weeds. We're planting mums, cleaning out old dead weeds. We do multiple planters throughout the property here at Charlie Shaughnessy Park.
Where do you get the funding to do all of this?
Generally, this is there really isn't any funding necessary other than the paint in particular for today. Otherwise, Ed and I largely donate our tools and we bring them out today.
Speaking
we
of
typically
Ed.
offer, ask students to bring out their own tools. And then right on cue, Ed McSherry, my partner here, is showing up with plants that are typically donated by Rising Up in Avenel, or the American Irish donate money, typically about $200 for the mums. So that to Carol, to answer your question, we get some funding from the Irish, as we had adopted this park, as I think the mayor addressed.
Right.
I just want to say the grass, for some reason, just looks beautiful. I mean, we had a rough summer with little rain, and for some reason, I don't know what it is, but the grass is beautiful here.
I think it's the Irish, you know.
It's green for the Irish. That makes sense. That makes sense.
Good.
All right, well, thank you, Dan. We're going to go interview a whole bunch of groups here. There's a whole lot of kids we want to talk to and find out why they're here and how they're enjoying it. So thanks for your leadership and thanks for making this happen.
Great at
All right.
organizing.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thanks. We'll be back. All right, we're here now at Shaughnessy Park in Colonia with a whole group of people helping to clean this place up, as it happens several times a year. I'm with the Cub Scouts from Pack 523. I'm going to give you the microphone, tell me your name, and then pass it to the left.
My name is Grant Matthew.
Oh, you're Grant Matthew. I know you, man. You go to school with Jules. Yeah, I know Grant Matthew.
And me too.
You too? Oh, you all go to school with Jules, huh? What's your name, Yankee dude?
Griffin.
Why is your Yankee hat crooked? No, the Yankee symbol. No. The symbol's kind of off. What do you? Don't ever throw a Yankee hat down like that again. What's the matter with you? Now, why is it kind of? Put it back on. It's kind of a crooked symbol. Who's your favorite Yankee?
Aaron Judge.
Of course. How about you? What's your name?
Ryan
Ryan what?
Stevenson.
Nice to meet you, Ryan. How about you?
Joey Stevenson.
Oh, your brothers?
Yeah.
I could figure that out. See, I'm smart. That's why I'm the mayor. How do you guys like coming out today?
Good. Good.
What are you doing, Grant Matthew?
Trying to get the weeds out
Okay. Why is that important?
so we can. I don't know.
You don't know?
So kids can play on the playgrounds.
All right. Very good. Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for helping out today. Okay, we're here now with the Colonia High School Interact Club. Why don't you guys tell me your name? Pass the mic.
I am Joseph Maselli.
Go ahead.
Andrew Alessi, hello. Anthony Padula.
Andrew Alessi, hello. That's a funny name.
Aiden Alessi.
Oh, okay.
Gabriella Alessi.
All right, so tell me what you're doing out here.
So we're here getting community service hours
Okay.
for our school.
And what made you choose this project?
It's local, so we thought, and in honor of like National Park Day, we thought we would come out and help support.
Very cool, very cool. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I have no clue, actually.
Okay, no rush. How about any of you guys? You want to say why you're here? Anybody have something to add to why you think it's important to help out here?
Just the hours and giving back to what we got when we were younger.
All right, very cool. Any of you play here when you were kids?
Not really. Usually I went to the park near my house.
Okay.
I live right near there.
Okay, so why are you out here today? Why'd you pick this for your community service hours?
I picked it because when in the school I saw a paper for it and I decided that it'd be great to help out with the community and make sure to like give back to everybody.
All
who
right,
did
very
something.
good. You guys are great. Thanks very much. Thanks for helping out.
All right, thank you. You too.
All right, we'll be back. With a group of probably high school students, right? Where do you guys go to school?
JFK.
JFK. Is there a group you're here with? Like, is there an environmental club or a garden club, or is it?
No, there's no group. We just came.
We just came. We just planted.
This is for your hours for service?
Yeah.
So what do they give you? A list of different things you can do, and you choose this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you choose this? What's so attractive about a project like this?
It's basically like outdoors and then more hands-on, and then we gotta do it ourselves.
All right,
basically.
that's a pretty good reason. Very good. All right, what's your names?
Ajivir.
Okay.
Daria.
Ayud.
Cezanne.
All right, very good, guys. Thanks. Anybody else want to add something to that? He said it pretty well. You guys didn't even want to be on TV, so you're not going to talk, are you? No, you're good. Okay, well, thanks for talking. Thanks very much, guys. We
I
appreciate it.
encourage everyone to do community service. It's really helping out the community. And,
Great, that's what we need to hear. All right, thanks, guys. Keep up the good work. Okay, now we have a group of high school kids. I'm going to ask you to say your name, what school you're from, and then pass the mic to the right. Go ahead.
Okay, my name's Janae and I'm from JFK.
My name's Leah. I'm also from JFK.
My name's Lucas. I'm from Colonia High School.
My name's Eric. I'm from JFK.
My name is Meherdeep. I'm from CHS.
Okay, who wants to tell me why you're out here today?
To help out the community.
Okay, how about you?
Just here to help out the community, make the park look nice for any visitors.
And you guys know each other?
Yeah, we
But
do.
you go to different schools?
Yeah.
Cool, that's nice. JFK and Colonia working together.
Mm-hmm.
And how about you ladies? What brings you out here today?
We're here for our volunteer hours.
And why, when you get a list of projects you could pick from, why did you pick Shaughnessy Park in Colonia?
We picked this park because we really wanted to help out, you know, make it look nice and stuff.
All right, how about you?
Me? No. Same reason as her, and also for kids to play because it was like very like to clean it up a little bit to make it look nice. But other than that, same reason.
Are any of you in any kind of club that's related to the environment or gardens or anything like that?
No.
No, you are? Yeah. Which club?
I'm in the environmental club.
All right, and what did you do? It's only a few weeks of school. This your first club activity?
No.
What did you do besides this?
I've done the St. James Fair.
Oh, okay.
I also did this Woodbridge Senior Olympics.
Oh, boy, you're pretty active.
Yeah.
Very cool. Which event did you do?
For the Senior Olympics, the one with the stick. I don't know.
Javelin?
Yeah, I did the javelin.
Track and field. That's what we need the most help.
Yeah.
Because that's one where you got to chase down the shot put and the javelin and the discus for the seniors. That's a tough job at track and field.
It was hard.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. Thanks for helping out. All right, we're here now with a group of students from St. John Vianney and Tom Cunningham. And Tom, first start with you, and what's your relationship to this group of young men and women?
Well, these are all students that are in 8th and 7th grade. And about 6 years ago, I started the Social Action Club at St. John Vianney.
So you're a teacher there?
Yes. And every year I put out a message for anyone to join Social Action, and we'll have meetings throughout the year on things that we can do to better Woodbridge Township. This is just the start of it. Later on this year, we'll be doing some food drives with St. James in the pantry, and future Colonia cleanup days. So we're really looking forward. And I have a great bunch of kids here who are willing to go through a wall for me. So I'm very lucky to have these students.
All right, let me start with you and give me your name and what grade you're in, and then just pass the microphone on.
Hello, I'm Elijah Zafra, and I'm for 8th grade.
Hi, I'm Anastasia Ruchinsky. I'm also an 8th grader and part of National Student Honor Society and the Executive Student Council Board.
Oh, wow.
Hello, I'm Alyssa Orlowski and I'm in 7th grade.
I'm Michaela Vandiola and I'm also in 7th grade.
I'm Logan Costello, and I'm in 8th grade.
I'm Juliana Denal and I'm in 8th grade.
I'm Sophia Bachol. I'm also in the National Junior Honor Society and I'm a Student Council Board member.
I'm JJ Frame and I'm in the 8th grade at St. John's.
I'm Nathaniel Johnson and I'm also in 8th grade.
Wait, Frame, is your dad the organ player?
Yeah.
All right, we know him. He's cool. All right, so who wants to tell me, well, first of all, don't get too close to the wet paint. You're making me nervous here. Who wants to tell me why you picked this project? Go ahead.
So I like to be very involved in the school, And being part of St. John Vianney, there's so many opportunities we have, and being part of so many programs, you get to get involved with your teachers, with your classmates, and it really is fun to know that you're helping out your local community and also interacting with your friends. We all enjoy doing it, and it's such a great opportunity we all have.
Are you all friends outside of this project?
Yes.
How many kids in the 8th grade class?
There are 29 of us.
And how about the 7th grade class?
29. 29 as well.
So you're forced to know each other because there's not that many kids.
Yes, we're all very close at St. John
Very
Vianney.
cool. Anybody else want to say anything? How about Met fan? No, you're okay. Anybody else want to say anything? Frame, come on, Frame.
Okay.
Are you musically inclined like your dad?
Sorta.
Sorta,
Sorta,
okay.
yeah.
So tell me what brings you out here today.
I thought I'd like to give back to the community, and I thought I'd be able to have a good time while helping the community at the same time. So.
All right, very good. Anybody else? How about you, young lady?
Okay. So I'm always willing to give back to the community, and I thought it would be a great idea to help out the Colonia Woodbridge Township by painting this, and to have fun while doing it. So.
Fun, okay. How about you, young man?
Well, you know, I like to serve the community, and I like to do volunteer work, and well, what else are you gonna do on the perfect Saturday morning, you know?
Well, you're a kid. There's a million other things you can do.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather do this.
Yeah, very good. Okay, who wants to tell me something about this guy to my left, Mr. Cunningham? Anybody? You want to go? Well, you already went. Let me get somebody new. Go ahead.
He's very funny and a really good teacher.
Uh-huh. What does he teach?
Language arts.
Language arts, okay. And what about his leadership of the Interact Club here? Is that what you called it?
Social
You haven't
action.
done a club, you said. Social action. What about the way he runs the club?
He does it very well. I mean, it's my first year doing it, and I haven't been a part of any other clubs like this, and it's very unique and well run.
Oh, wow, great. So I'll tell you a secret. My little girl graduated from St. John Vianney back in 2004, and now she's 32, and she lives in Denver, and she's working for one of the big 4 CPA firms, doing really, really well, working her way up toward the ultimate goal, which is to be a partner in the firm. And I swear the education she got in St. John Vianney was so good. And I guess Miss Entler retired, right?
Yeah.
But my daughter learned math from her, and then she became a CPA. And I just think St. John Vianney is terrific. I guess you all obviously go to church there too. So it's a great school, so congratulations. It's not easy for parents these days to be able to sacrifice other things to send their kids to private school, because private school costs money, public schools don't. So I'm sure they have sacrificed, you've sacrificed, you've done a good thing. St. John's is a great school, and I don't know much about Mr. Cunningham. I think we just met. But if that's the kind of guy who's teaching in St. John's, good for you, good for all of you. So thank you all for coming out. Thanks, Mr. C.
No problem.
You know, in Happy Days, they call Mrs. Cunningham Mrs. C. You guys don't know what Happy Days is. I know you don't know. Richie had Potsy and Fonzie, and, you know, but anyway, Mrs. Cunningham, they called her Mrs. C. So feel free to just call him Mr. C from now on. It's probably a sign of respect, right? Because that was a great show. All right, thanks, guys. Okay, we're now at Oros Park at the Boy Scout, Girl Scout campground here. I'm joined by a whole lot of Boy Scouts. I'm going to pass the microphone starting in the back to my left and ask the leaders to introduce themselves, and then pass the microphone across to the front to all the boys. Start with you.
Hi, I'm Mark McGrath. I'm a committee member with Troop 53.
George Gundry, Assistant Scoutmaster, Troop 53.
Mike Kirstein, Assistant Scoutmaster, Troop 53.
Robert Soames, Assistant Scoutmaster with Troop 53, and I'm the Charter Org Rep for the Forge Fire Company.
I'm Krish, Troop 53.
I'm Stephen Wiseman, Senior Patrol Leader for Troop 53.
I'm James Soames, Troop 53.
I'm Chilan Goketa, Troop 53. I'm Solopoe, Troop 53.
And you guys wanted me to introduce you? Would you like to introduce yourselves? To my right is Lizbeth De Jesus, Councilwoman at Large. To her right is Corey Spiller. He's the 3rd Ward Councilman who covers this area of Avenel. And to his right is Sharon McAuliffe. She is the 1st Ward Councilwoman, Woodbridge proper and Seymour. So let me start with the Scout leaders. As you look around here, What's your thoughts? I mean, this has been a couple of years in the making. COVID messed everything up and not many people got to use it. But tell me what it's like having a campground right in your own backyard.
It's a terrific opportunity for all the scouts in Woodbridge, because normally you'd have to travel a minimum of 45 minutes to a campground. This is right in our backyard. It makes it very convenient to come. It's easy to get to, easy for the parents. It's just a really great opportunity for us, and we thank you for that.
And as we're talking before, we look out, you say, okay, this Eagle Scout project did this Eagle Scout project did that. Give me some of those, fill us in on some of those facts between the platforms. Go ahead.
Okay. Unfortunately, I don't know the gentleman's name, but there was a young man that built tent platforms back here as his Eagle project, which is the highest rank you can earn in scouting if you aren't familiar with that. One of our boys, Alex Lang, he did his Eagle project. He put in a fire pit. You'll see the fire grills and the garbage cans. He put all of that in. And I'm sure, going forward, there are a lot more projects that can be done here to help spruce this up and make it, more accessible and more beneficial to us all.
Well, when we film across the street, we could probably name a dozen, and I'm not exaggerating, a dozen projects that happened across the street between the butterfly garden, the nature trail, the little bridge thing, the classroom, the maps, everything was really, really good. Anybody else, any other leaders want to say anything here?
I think he hit it.
He hit it, all right.
Really
How about you guys? Have you guys camped overnight here before yet? So what is this weekend is the camporee over at Warren Park, right?
Yes. Right.
Yeah. So that's an annual thing. It's always the end of September. We got to get over there, by the way. That wasn't on my calendar. We got to get there. So who wants to tell me about the camporee? How'd you do over there? What are you guys doing? And what are you learning? Go ahead, take this.
We're doing different stations, like the police came and we're learning about fingerprinting and how police cars work.
There was also a fire truck nearby for, as stations, we would switch from one to the other.
I just got here, so I don't really know.
Yeah, it was great. We did a self-defense class and so on.
Cool. Is that who did that? Roy, the policeman?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much police, self-defense, firefighting. Pretty nice to understand how these people help our community. Very good.
Start with Councilwoman Lisbeth DeJesus, because she's had this. Girl Scouts have been something on her agenda. She's pushed for things. She's advocated, the word I'm looking for the Girl Scouts. Councilman Anderson's done the same with the Boy Scouts. What's it like? I mean, there's no Girl Scouts here yet today, right now, but they've been here. What's it like seeing this and knowing how long it took to get done, and now it's here and it's ready to go?
For me, at least, is another thing that makes me proud to work for Woodbridge Township, because we provide the services that our kids, our residents need, and we knew that there was a need for a place for the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts so that they could come and do their activities. I'm sorry, I was never a Girl Scout, so I don't know what they're called.
Neither was I, don't worry.
But I think it just shows how, again, we are proactive in listening and making things happen to make sure that all of the needs of our community are met. And don't invite me because I'm not going to camp overnight, but I think it's beautiful. It looks like it's a place where you guys are going to be able to do a lot and make a lot of memories and come up with even more community projects to do in our community. I know that on behalf of myself and the rest of my councilmates, we are so thankful for all the Scouts projects in our town because, for example, the Free Little Library was an idea that came out of diversity, equity, and inclusion meeting, and we brought it up to the mayor, and the mayor reached out to the Scouts, and they built about 9 of them throughout our township, where we're making books accessible to kids that didn't have a library branch. So you guys do an amazing work, and you should be proud to wear your uniform, and I know that we're very grateful to have you in our town. Before
I go to Corey and Sharon, Officer Russell Van Loo is an Eagle Scout, and he's here just visiting. He's on duty. Russell, you want to come up for a second? So I watched this young man grow up from when he was probably in Cub Scouts into Webelos into Boy Scouts, so a 10-year career, and now you've culminated that by being a member of the best police department in the state of New Jersey. What, as an Eagle Scout, seeing these young guys working their way up, what do you feel? What do you think?
Well, first of all, just I saw this pop up when I was coming into work today, and I knew I had to come over when I got a chance to come see it, because this has been in the works for a long time. I remember I've been out for, I think, 5 years now, and I remember it was starting to be a thing when I was aging out, and I was always hoping it was going to become a thing. So I'm just happy to see that, and I'm happy to see that Scouts is still a thing in this town, that kids are still coming out and doing it, and it's something I benefited a lot from, so I hope they get as much out of it as I do.
You were Troop 143?
Yeah.
In Woodbridge, okay. And there's also 523 and there's 53.
Right.
We have 3 very, very active troops in town, which most towns share a piece of a troop with other towns, and we have 3 really good ones. So thank you very much, pal. You said it very well. Let me turn it over now to, first of all, I want to say, though, you guys got it made. I mean, like, I'm a scout. I'm an Eagle Scout. I went through, 8 years old till 18, then I stayed on for a couple of years until I graduated college. Then I had to, get a job and make money. But you guys, look at those platforms for your tents. What's up with that? Platforms for tents, man. I never had a platform for a tent. We just found a flat piece of ground. Sometimes we had to get our shovels out and dig to make it flat. We didn't have platforms. What's with these grills? Grills, man. Corey, they got grills, man. We just make fires on the ground. They got garbage cans. If someone picks up the garbage, we had to put all our garbage and drag it out with us.
Well, you just wanted to make
it
it better for us.
Yeah, so you didn't have to go through what I had to go through. So as a host councilman in this place, you've watched this happen for the last several years. Tell me your thoughts.
Oh, thank you, man. This is outstanding. I was a scout, and I remember our camp out. We had to drive an hour down south for one Friday night, and that was it. This is in our hometown, home backyard. What the Scouts did here, the Eagle Scouts, the organization is just fantastic. I can tell you the 10 best manhunt spots in this area, because these are the woods that I grew up in, and to see what it's formed, and over the last few years, where it started with the pavilion and piece by piece. But this is great for the kids, the boys and the Girl Scouts, and I want to thank the mayor, the administration, and recreation, and my fellow council mates for getting us to this point. So thank you.
All right, first now you got to explain manhunt. What is manhunt?
You don't know manhunt? So manhunt is a form of hide and seek, but it's incorporated in the woods. So basically the only rule is you have, the rule would be from the creek, from the creek to the road to the back of the apartment, and it'd be all much more wooded, and you find a spot. You'd either hide behind the rock or hide behind a tree, and you got about 30 minutes to find either at least one person or however many. And believe it or not, the best place to play manhunt is take the biggest wooded area and just lay flat, because you can be laying flat and they're all looking up like this and they walk right by you.
Do you wear camouflage?
No, you can, but it was back when we were 10, 12, whatever. You walked out that day wearing shorts, pants, whatever, to do something to kill time during the summer, and then but it would kill. I shouldn't choose. It would. Giving
you guys any ideas?
Right. It would take up a good 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. Sometimes people would go missing.
Well, not for too long, I hope.
I can tell you, still over by the creek, over on Egerton Boulevard, there's a rock that's the size of the rock that they found in Green Street. Everybody always thought that was the best hiding spot. No, silly. You don't take the biggest thing, but that's manhunt.
All right, so when I was a kid, when you were playing manhunt, I was earlier, we played capture the flag. And that was 2 teams and 1 boundary, like the stream would have been a perfect boundary. And each team had to hide a flag somewhere on their side. It had to be visible. It couldn't be under a rock. It couldn't be, so the other team could see it. It had to be visible. And then you had to invade the other team's territory, try to find the flag and get it and bring it back safely to your territory, then your team won. But if you were tagged by another player on the other team while you were in their territory, you were out of the game. So you had to be really careful how you did it. You had to sneak around, you had to hide, you had to look. It was a wonderful game. It was so much fun. I got so much great memories playing that. Sharon.
We should try that instead of an escape room night.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Escape room is now it's less physical. It's more mental. That's more our game now. Sharon, as you sit here, it's not your ward, but you look at what I think is the best amenity here is that little, it's creek. Corey called it a crick. It's a creek. It's a very small river. How cool is that to have this right here?
This is great back here. The camping is perfect. So with having that little creek there, it's really good. If you come camping, you can bring your environmental soap and wash all your dishes after you cook and everything in the water. No, you could still do it in that's okay. I mean, when you go
Sound like Carol Early.
listen, when you go camping, it's like it's roughing it. You know, you had years ago when we used to camp, no cell phones, none of that kind of stuff. It was like you went away for the weekend and you had no communication with anybody else, and it was really down and dirty. No showers or anything. So you know, you have to realize that when you're camping, you got the luxury campsite here. You got everything made for you. So this is really great for the Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts. Sleeping on a platform is really good. I went on a week's vacation, and that was my vacation. I had a tent, and I slept in a platform with no air conditioner or anything, and it was really exciting because we learned a lot about the environment. This was in Costa Rica. We learned all about the environment and everything too. So when you're out here camping on those little platforms, it's really nice. You should have a good time. So
Costa Rica, where it's average 82 degrees.
Yeah, right.
well, you don't want to do it in the winter, but you know, you can get this. They do have really nice sleeping bags that go down below. You know, really, they're warm sleeping bags because
Sub-zero. We had a Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero, because when I also was camping in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, in the middle of the summer in June, when I woke up in the morning, my brother said to me, "Sharon, make sure that you get into your tight, you know, your really warm sleeping bag." And when we woke up in the morning, there was 2 inches of snow on the ground. So, you know, you can really go from one extreme at 85 degrees in the morning, and when you wake up in the morning, there's a lot of snow on the ground. So camping is a lot of fun, and you just have to make the best of it. And don't take all your technology with you. Get down in nature and really enjoy what you're going to do when you're camping.
Do they still have Klondike Derbies?
Yes.
And where are they now? Remember them?
Those are great, yeah.
Winnebago?
Winnebago, yeah.
Yeah, those were always cool. There was always competitions. You watch on mountains. Each patrol, I should say, had to have its own sled, and you go around to all the stations. That was always cool stuff. Any of you guys want to say anything else about this great event, this great facility?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'd just like to thank the mayor for helping out with the Boy Scouts patrols a lot and the troops, because a lot of other mayors, you know, I'm talking to people during summer camp, and a lot of other mayors, they just don't help out with the Boy Scouts. So it's wonderful that he helps out with the Boy Scouts.
Well, thanks. It helps to have a mayor who's an Eagle Scout himself, who knows exactly what you guys are going through. I will never forget my time in Boy Scouts. I met people there that I'm still friends with, that I didn't go to school with, didn't play Little League with, just Boy Scouts, and we're still friends. And I would not trade the Boy Scout experience for anything. It was absolutely amazing. I say this all the time at Eagle Scout Court of Honors. We just had 3 boys from 523 make it last Sunday. Teaches you how to be organized, responsible, moral, ethical. It teaches you how to be a leader. There's so many things you learn in Boy Scouts that stay with you for the rest of your life. So you guys stick it out. Have fun, but stick it out, become an Eagle Scout, and you got it made. Right, Psalms? Little guy, right? All right. Thanks for watching, folks. This is the Boy Scout, Girl Scout camp across the street, across Elmore Avenue from the Ernie Oros Wildlife Preserve. And I didn't mention, but what a great thing to have across the street when you're camping here. You guys can probably get 3 or 4 merit badges over there for all the different things we have over there. So we're going there next to film and show everybody what's going on over there. Thanks for watching. Okay, we're here now at Oros Park on National Public Lands Day. To my far right is Councilwoman Sharon McAuliffe from the 1st Ward of Woodbridge Proper and Seawarren. To her left, my right, is Councilman Corey Spiller, who covers Avenel and Port Reading, including this area right here in Omar Avenue, Oros Park. And to my left, I have Tammy DeRocha, who is the head of our Environmental Commission. First, I want to thank you for that.
Thank you.
It's a very interesting job, as you can see, especially the last couple of months, but we won't get into that. Tell me, introduce your crew, or pass the microphone around and tell me what everybody's name is. Why don't you go there? What's your name?
How you doing? I'm Donnie. I'm with International Martial Arts and also Sanitation.
Great.
Hi, my name is Chantal Greffer. I'm also a member of the Environmental Commission and a proud educator at Colonia High School.
And a former chairwoman.
And a former chairperson, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
How about you?
Jay Oris, son of Ernie Oris.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. How's Rich doing?
Rich is doing good.
He's in Florida, right?
Florida, loving it in the pool all the time.
Oh, man.
He's lucky.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm Sanjay Nagaraja. I live in Woodbridge. I'm a resident here. I love to help out. Thank you for the opportunity.
I'm Rosalind DeVore, and I'm a volunteer with the Woodbridge River Watch.
And Tammy, tell me what the group is doing here today.
We have a couple of groups out clearing trails. We had a big group doing painting of the fence and the benches.
Oh.
And a huge group doing the garden beds, weeding, mulching, and another group out doing garbage cleanup. So it was
tell me,
wonderful.
who are the groups? Any particular clubs or schools or who can remember who's been here so we give them proper credit?
Woodbridge National Lands Day, International Martial Arts.
That's a business on Cutter's Dock Road with Master El Sheik.
Yep.
And he always is great for our community, helping out. So that's a good group.
They do a lot.
Any school? You heard of a couple of school
We
groups?
saw some students from JFK.
Okay.
And a lot of just volunteers coming from the community.
And did they find out about it online or?
I believe through the Corner newspaper.
Hey, Eileen. I'm going to ask Eileen because she helped put this together. I'm going to put you on TV for only like 30 seconds. No, stand there. Then just tell me what groups were here.
International Martial Arts.
Right here.
Girl Scouts.
What? Okay, Girl Scouts?
Yeah, the Girl Scouts.
There's a whole bunch of troop numbers. They're all 5 digits.
It's Girl Scouts. It's
Okay.
Nicole Androvich and her group.
Oh, Nicole Androvich. Okay, that group.
And over at School 24 was just a mix of Colonia people.
Right.
So we kept them close to home.
Any other groups here that we should mention?
No, it was all like random people that came out of nowhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is so
over,
cool.
Like 140, I think.
140.
Yeah.
All right, why don't you tell me what you did in particular?
So we worked in the garden bed, so we were removing all of the invasive species that were in there. So that way we can plant some new native plants that we got actually today from Fish and Wildlife. So thank you to them.
And Chantal, did you have any kids from Colonial Heights? There were some over at Shaughnessy Park.
Right. Yes. No, I did not bring any students, just myself and my husband, and we spent our time weeding.
All right, great.
Yeah.
How about you?
I was very happy to help out, pulling out the weeds, mulching. It was great. Thank you.
And let me ask Corey, you know, you were certainly after Ernie Oros, but you know of his legend and everything he did, and he just adopted this park. Talk about Ernie Oros.
Oh, so long before I got on council, this park, that was his vision. And what he came up with is just absolutely beautiful. And then his sons followed suit, and the groups and the commission. It's just fantastic. You know, when I post a picture or I tell somebody about this, they're like, "Where is that? That's not in Woodbridge." I said, "Yeah, go down over," and they see the picture that I love. It's one of my favorite pictures, and it was probably the year before COVID. It was around 3-4 o'clock, and it's just blue sky, clouds, and the pond. And they're like, "That's not in Avondale." I go, Oros Park, you'll be surprised. And when they come here, they're just, I love how we have every school brings the kids here and they do projects, but I want to thank all the volunteers, the group, the family, everybody, because this is just, and I'm kind of, you know, stingy. It's in my ward. It's 3 blocks away from my house. So, Chantal, if Elizabeth knew you were here, she'd be here, because I'm going to get yelled at when I say, "Oh, one of your teachers here." I don't want to date anybody, but one of my favorite teachers at Colonial High School, only a few years ago. But this is a fantastic, you know, park and job by everybody. Thank you.
And we talk about the projects for Eagle Scouts: the classroom, the sign, the bridge, this gazebo, the butterfly garden, trails. Help me. Anything else? Do you remember anything else? There's a whole bunch of them.
Something on the other side.
Oh, the other
too.
side, we talked about the Boy Scout camp. Yeah, the grills and the platforms. Mr. What's your first name?
Jay.
Jay Oros. Now, what do you think your father's thinking right now when he looks down here and sees 140 people cleaning up the park that he started?
Oh, he would just love this. This is what this was all about, was to get a whole community out here and just keep it clean. And this way, his biggest dream was to have people walk their dogs back there and just enjoy nature. You know,
Well, it's a dream come true.
It is, and thank you so much for everything everybody's done to keep this
And
going.
as Corey said, boy, I wish we could get back there, but we can't. We have a lot of other stops, but that picture of the pond is stunning.
And people say, "Oh no, it's not." Somebody, I didn't take, but somebody took it with me because they were still here after one of these days, and it's just. And I've been back there, and I know, talking about my manhunt days, I know a couple secret ways back there too. But just there's so much that goes on all in here, but in that pond, you'd be surprised. Like, when people say I went kayaking, and they're like, where? And like, you can do so much, but it's just, this whole thing is just beautiful.
And Sharon, this is not your ward, but you've been here many times with different groups helping out. What's your thoughts?
Oh, it's amazing. You can come here. I like how you can come here and go kayaking. You can come here, walk on the trail, sit down, read a book, enjoy the environment out here, and just relax and come to a peaceful place where, like Corey says, you don't realize that it's a beautiful area to come and relax. And it's like a garden, a forest, everything, where you're right in your local area and you don't need to go far to come here and enjoy it.
There's a lot of lunch people come here.
You just read my mind. So I work every day and I'm up and down this road, and I always get eyebrow, look at so many cars there on a Tuesday at 11 o'clock, and there they are, they're just sitting, they're all
coming from the warehouses. Yep.
Yeah, and they're respectful, they clean up after themselves. That's the one thing about all of our parks, but especially this park. It's like, even if you drop the smallest crumb, you feel bad about leaving it, but it gets used in so many different avenues. It's just fantastic.
I'm putting
That's a perfect segue.
All right, I was going to call you Karen Ehrlich, Chief of Staff. Come on.
I just want to drag you and the camera over to the DPW table, because you can sign up to be a litter warrior throughout the town. So before we close this up, we want to go over there, and while I have the microphone, I have to thank all of you. This would not be possible without all the volunteers, all the groups that you bring to us, and just thank you. And sign up, you get a bag, and you could be in the challenge.
All right, so let me ask you while you're here. The Baykeeper is a group that's been here. Rutgers has been here. Tell me all the different things, all the different groups besides this great environmental commission.
The Baykeeper could not be here, and we were really sad about that, because he came with the canoes, and people were able to go up and down the river in the canoe, in the kayaks.
It was always sold out.
It was always sold out. But the river was actually, because of the drought, I guess, too low, and they couldn't navigate it. So we're hoping that maybe another time in the spring or next year we could do that again.
Wasn't there a Rutgers study that identified 2,000 species of insects?
That was.
I pay attention in class.
You do. You absolutely do. And that was a while ago. And you know what, Mayor? We're due to do another one, and that was fascinating. Do you remember how many different breeds of birds we found?
Well, tell me what your thoughts.
Oh, it was wonderful. I was here not at the nighttime part of it. I came the following day with the Boy Scouts, and we spent the day just learning all about all the different bees and bugs and amphibians and birds that are in this area. It was just amazing.
I wasn't there, but I got the results of it. I was amazed just looking at the different species of animals, and it was just amazing.
Yeah, I wasn't here for the BioBlitz, but this is a wildlife hotspot. I mean, migrating birds use this area for just to migrate through, and they're nesting here in the summer. It's really amazing the wildlife diversity that you can find here.
And Tammy has 3 Eagle Scout sons as of last Sunday when the third one made it. So I'm sure she has heard her share of environmental projects and different things they had to do, because to be an Eagle Scout, environment's a big part of it.
Yes.
And I'm with you. I won't come here at night because of the bats.
Yeah, it's just, I say, so Rutgers has programs where they have bat walks, and amphibian walks, and toad walks. What else am I missing?
There was a bird walk just a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
Yep, I came for that.
Yeah.
It was great.
It's amazing.
I love all that stuff, but there is no way you're getting me out. I think bats are the creepiest animals, and I don't want any part of it. The only bat I want to see is in Aaron Judge's hand hitting a home run.
Yes.
I just find them to be so scarily creepy. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
But they eat mosquitoes, so we like.
They eat mosquitoes. That's good.
And when we first started the walk through the park, maybe 5-10 people signed up. Now we had over 100. And we had to open up new groups because the interest has grown so much, partially because of our social media.
Our
People
outreach,
know about it, but it's very popular.
Well, let me thank the Environmental Commission again for everything they've done for the town, and this is a perfect example of what they have accomplished. And thank you, Tammy. Thank you to your group. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll be back. All right, so your hand first. Mic check. Mic check. What's that all about? All right, what's your name?
Nina.
Tell me why you're here.
Because I like planting.
Okay, very good. Who else?
Me.
Go ahead, young lady. What's your name?
Malia.
And why are you here?
To help clean up the park.
Wow. How about you?
My name is Promise, and I'm Malia's sister, and I came to clean up the park too.
All right.
My name is Faith, and I'm their sister, and I came to clean the park.
There's 3 of you?
Yeah. She's my brother.
4 of you. Wait, are you triplets?
No.
They're
twins.
The 2 of them right there next to each other is twins, and then she is the oldest.
Oh, okay. And what's your name?
Stivell Mayweathers, and I'm here to clean up the park.
Very good. How about you?
I'm here to clean up the park.
What's your name?
Penelope.
Penelope. What's your name?
Leah.
Hi, how come you're here?
So to clean up the park.
Okay, how about you? What's your name?
Riley.
And are you here to clean up the park?
Yeah.
How about you?
My name is Sass. I'm here to clean up the park.
Okay, how about you, little guy? What's your name?
Dan.
And are you here to clean up the park?
No, I clean up my home.
I don't know what he said.
I clean up my home.
You clean up your home. That's even better than cleaning up the park. I'll bet that's harder, too. I already got you. How about you?
My name's Olivia.
Olympia and?
I came here to clean up the park.
Okay, did anybody come here for anything besides cleaning up the park? How about you?
Oh, wait. Clean up the park.
What's your name?
David.
How about you?
I'm here to help the plants.
Help the plant, okay.
My name is Samantha, and I just love working with plants. That's why I'm here.
Good. How about you?
My name is Victoria, and I'm here to clean up the park.
All right. How about you?
My name is Mario, and I came here to serve the community and
Serve the community.
clean up the park.
All right. Very good. Any of the adults want to say anything? What groups are you from? Go ahead. Yeah, just take it. Oh, let me have this mic back.
My name is Vanessa. We're from International Martial Arts.
Oh,
We're
you
here,
are? Okay, okay.
with our students and our families. We love to help out the community. This is something that we do every single year, and it's a great thing to team build and, to help out the town of Woodbridge.
And are these students or your families?
These are students and their families. Our parents and guardians all came in to help and show their support and, show a great example to our community and to our students.
And I know you
everyone.
guys always do stuff. You have a Halloween event coming up, I think.
Yes, we have a
You
free
do
Halloween
other
event coming up.
A whole bunch of stuff
Easter
during
egg
the
hunt
year.
we
I was
do,
going to say something
Santa
for Easter,
pictures,
obviously, it's an egg
yeah.
hunt. And you do other things for the town. I mean, it's a
Yes, sir.
business, but Master El Sheikh, who runs it and owns it, always gives back and always
Absolutely.
has community type events, which are for your group, but also for the public, which is absolutely terrific. So
Absolutely,
please
yep.
give him our regards. We appreciate everything he does.
Will do. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, thanks, guys. Go have fun and have a hot dog.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Sammy is here. He works with recycling at Public Works, and he has a phenomenal program that anybody and everybody can and should join. So you want to tell them about it?
Sure, absolutely. Thank you. We're doing the Litter Warrior Project, and what it is that any son or daughter, no matter how young or old, or even adult, can participate in your local area, wherever you live. If you see something that's disheveled, debris, trash, recycling, pick it up. Tell us how long it took you. Let's say it took 30 minutes. I was on, Main Street in Woodbridge, or I was in New Brunswick Avenue in Fords, wherever it may be. Send us the photo. When we get the photo, you send the photo to my boss, Audrey Rosger. We'll get you a Litter Warrior packet, which includes this vest.
How cool is that?
Okay. And we also give you a picker.
Whoa!
Okay. Right now we have 30 individuals signed up. We like to try to get to 40. It's a great program. And as I tell the parents, take a picture of each sheet, kind of like a general guideline, because when you get home, you're going to forget This way you can explain it to your son or daughter what this is about. And again, it's just about keeping things neat, clean. Anybody can do it, and it's a lot of fun. And again, the Little Warrior vest and your picker will be yours.
You know, it is really easy to save the environment, and this is probably one of the smallest and easiest things that you can do, and kids love this. So it might as well be a challenge just to go take a walk, see how much you can find, make note of it, send in a
Absolutely.
picture, and you get all of these goodies. This is so cool.
Great. Also, too, as an incentive to sign up, we're giving you a insulated bag. As
Nice.
most people know, last May, Governor Murphy instituted the bag ban, so to speak. So when you go to your local supermarket, they don't give you bags anymore. This is an insulated bag. So if you shop for, milk, juice, meat, something that's cold, it will stay cold. It has a zipper, and this is a great bag, very popular. And again, that's an incentive to sign up.
Very nice.
And it all ends up with really just a better environment, a better area.
And there's actually so much that recycling does. You have the convenience center.
Yes.
And my favorite is the reuse center. You want to talk about
Yes.
that a little bit?
Sure, absolutely. The convenience center, the drop-off center, is where residents, right, who've cleaned up, let's say, their garage, their basement, their attic, can bring that type of bulk waste debris, so to speak, to 225 Smith Street in Keesby. That's the public works facility where we're located. You could bring metal. If you have an old metal cabinet, bring that down. Basically almost anything except for hazardous waste. No hazardous waste and no grass, okay? We don't take that. And what you're referring to is the Reuse It Center. I believe that was Audrey's idea. That's
great.
What it is, yes, absolutely. If you have something that you have not used or hardly used, you bring down to the convenience center, and residents can come by, and let's just say someone drops off a dish set, and you need one. You can use it. Let's just say you had a baby, a newborn, and you need a carriage, and we have a carriage that's been donated. You can take it. You'd have to show your township ID. License is the easiest thing, and that's the same thing with the convenience center. Convenience center is open from 8 to 2, Monday to Saturday. We're closed holidays and Sundays. And it's
So-
a great, great, great
About
program.
a third of my garage right now is waiting for me to have time to load it up for the reuse center. I
Sure.
did a major cleanup. My grandchildren have outgrown an awful lot of toys, so they're ready to go. And just, you have things like, I actually had some wedding gifts from
Sure.
God knows 100 years ago, but that I never even used, but somebody would use them.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so it's a great program, and I'm going to be, as soon as I get there, I'm going to be refilling
Sure.
it. So,
And there is the old line, one person's trash is another person's treasure.
Right.
And like you said, you can't use it, it's good.
Right.
And that's what we want. Stuff that's good. If it's something that's broken or dilapidated, throw it out, because
Right.
a resident can't use that. But it's just, slightly worn, or even some of it is brand new, as you're alluding
Right.
to. Certainly drop it off, and you're going to help a Woodbridge Township resident, which is great. Just about helping people.
exactly.
Yeah.
And reuse is actually better than recycling.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. With the old recycle, reduce, reuse.
Right.
Exactly right. And again, for people who are in that situation, they can get what they need without spending money. We're spending an arm and a leg, at a store, so
Right.
to speak. Especially in today's
Yeah.
conditions.
Pretty soon you want to go there for your holiday shopping.
That's true.
or-
That's true.
Holiday browsing, you won't have to pay a penny for some great treasures.
Absolutely.
So-
Santa could be making the stop soon.
So thank you, and thank everybody in your division for everything they do. It's great work. We love Audrey.
Thank you. Really, always a pleasure.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.